What's up, everybody? I'm Joe Costa, producer, songwriter, half a country duo, Joe and Martina. And this is my very first gear review. And I'm pretty excited to be doing it. I have this really cool guitar sitting on my leg right here. This was built by a buddy of mine in my hometown. And it's the Mvee Ebb. And this is the Joe Costa signature one. And I know that because it has my initials right here. Oh yeah, pretty cool, right? A little bit about the guitar and a little bit about what I'm using right now to play this guitar. First of all, it's strung with D'Addario NYXLs. Got D'Addario cable. I'm using a D'Addario Duragrip pick, 70 millimeter. All right, and we're running direct into a Strymon Iridium, which is a amazing modeling pedal. So I'm going to be using the 3 amp models on here, which is a Fender Deluxe style sound, a Vox AC30, and a Marshall Plexi. My tone controls are pretty much set at noon. I might tweak with them a little bit, but more than likely I'm just going to kind of leave them there. And yeah, so let's get into this thing. First of all, this is a 2-piece Swamp Ash body. It's got a really beautiful binding on it, and Mike did a beautiful job relicking it. I love what he did with this. Pickup wise, we have some handmade pickups by a secret pickup maker. In the bridge we have a 57 Tele style, and in the neck we have a 59 style Les Paul pickup. All right, Kluson bridge and tuners, which are really incredible. It's a solid maple quarter sawn neck with an ebony fretboard and medium jumbo frets. The radius of the neck is 12-inch, I believe. So it's for me a little on the flatter side. It has more of a feel of a Les Paul. Scale length is 25.5, so kind of like a Fender Telecaster or Fender Strat. And the profile of it, this is kind of a custom thing. You know, Mike actually makes these necks from a blank slab of wood, so it's kind of his own shape, and it is one of the most comfortable shapes I've ever played. It's definitely not thin, but it's definitely not a big baseball bat. It's a nice middle ground. Feels good when you're playing chords. Feels good on single note stuff. It's just a really comfortable guitar. With the strap on this thing, it's very balanced. You can let go of it and it stays where it's supposed to. So yeah, let's just get into some tones of this thing. I'm going to start off. I'm on a Fender Deluxe setting. Pretty clean, relatively clean, just on the verge of breaking up. And for right now, I have the volumes and the tones all the way dimed. We're going to start on the neck pickup, and I'm going to strum some chords, because at the end of the day, you know, that's one thing about gear reviews. I always see these guys playing single notes, and most of the time that we're playing with a band, we're playing chords, right? You got to know what it sounds like playing chords. So I'm going to play you some chords. Anytime I try out a new guitar, this is the first thing I do. Right? You want to know what that G chord sounds like, and I'll tell you right now, that's one of the best sounding G chords I've ever heard. I love the sound of this guitar. That is the neck pickup, by the way. I will be honest here, most of the time, I don't like neck pickups. I hardly ever have any of my guitars on a neck pickup. This guy, I'm using the neck pickup 50% of the time. So just beautiful. I play a little single note stuff on that too. Here's a cool, this is one of my favorite solos from a Trisha Yearwood song called She's in Love with a Boy. Kind of flubbed it up because I'm not a very good lead guitar player, but it's kind of how it goes, right? So yeah, great tone. I love the way this thing sounds clean on that neck pickup. Here's the middle pickup. I should say that's not the middle pickup, that's these two pickups combined. While on the subject of that, real quick, the controls of this guitar. So this guy is a volume pot for the bridge pickup. This is volume for neck pickup, and this is a master tone, which again I have all the way up right now. What I like about this setup is you can kind of, for example, I'm going to turn the bridge pickup all the way off. You know, it's the neck by itself, and you can kind of add bite to take. Personally, I'm usually, unless I'm in the studio really tweaking with stuff, if I'm playing live, I'm not going to really touch those too often. They're going to kind of just be even, and I love the way it sounds. Let's do that same solo. Oh yeah, that sounds good. By the way, sometimes you'll see me look beyond the camera and you'll hear a comment. It's because I'm talking to our camera guy, Darren Cotta, who's also a guitar player, and sometimes he has his 2 cents to say too. How'd you think that sounded, Darren?
I think it sounds great.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so that's, again, the deluxe. It's pretty clean. Some chords in that awesome Trisha Yearwood solo that Brent Mason played on the record, and I'm pretty sure it's through a deluxe, so I thought it was pretty appropriate to play it. I think he's got a little more grind on it, but it's close. And here's the bridge pickup by itself. Pretty cool too. That's a good usable, twangy. I didn't have the volume all the way up. There he is. Let's do that same solo. Yeah, I love it. It's got that real, I mean, just... I mean, that's classic Telecaster type tone. Yeah, I dig that. There you go. There's the clean deluxe sound. Let's, Darren, what do you say we rock it up a little bit?
I was going to say crank it up, man.
We should crank it up. So I'm going to put it on the AC30 setting. I'm going to crank up the gain just a little bit. I'm going to do just some like blues rhythm kind of stuff, some rock and roll. That's pretty nice.
It's biting, cutting through.
It's awesome.
I was just gonna mention, sometimes when you go into like dirtying up a neck pickup, it can seem maybe a little bit too flubby, right?
Yeah, so that was the bridge. Let's try it on the neck though.
Yeah.
Let's see what this thing does on the neck.
Yeah. See, okay, so what's great about that is that, like, let's say you play with, like, a fuzz face or something of that nature, you can roll back the neck pickup tone out of that to like, tighten it up.
So, sure, like middle position, roll the neck back just a little bit. By the way, again, I'm not using an overdrive or distortion pedal. This is just straight into the Iridium. I do have the gain cranked up on the on that AC30, which is pretty awesome. They've worked not that this is a Iridium review, but I will talk about it a little bit because I think it's important, and maybe we'll do an Iridium video. But past about 2 o'clock. They introduce a treble boost, you know, like Brian May used back in the day with Queen, and it was a really classic matchup. So it's pretty cool once you get to a certain point past where an AC30 naturally goes. It kicks into that circuit a little bit. I just think it sounds awesome. I love that. I love that. You had a great idea. Middle position with the neck pickup just rolled back, just slightly back. Oh man, just makes it a little fatter, you know. Yep. Do some kind of single note stuff. We'll start on the bridge all the way. Badass.
Sing.
Awesome. Here's the middle. I'm gonna do that same thing. And then here's the neck. It's kind of same. Oh, gotta turn it up. I mean, how cool is that? That is just awesome neck pickup. I just love that. And I don't know if you heard, but like... When I first started, I had the volume of that rolled back, and it cleaned up so cool. Which, again, not necessarily talking about the guitar, we're talking about the Iridium and how true to a real amp it is. You roll off the volume, it cleans right up. I mean, pretty awesome. You know what I mean?
Super versatile, like
whoa,
like wide sweep.
Whoa, whoa. And one thing, I can't remember the name or exactly what they're called, but maybe it's treble bleed circuit. I don't know. Whatever pots Mike uses on these volume pots, when you turn it down, you don't lose top end like you do on a lot of. So I'm sorry for not knowing exactly what it's called, but. The dude uses really good volume pots because your tone stays really cool and crisp even when you roll it off, which I really love. Let's see. Shall we do it? Shall we go to some Marshall territory?
Yeah, go for it, man. They can sound great.
All right, let's see what we got here. goes that. Let's go middle. Sweet. Try the net or the bridge. I mean, that's just sick. There's a tune of my wife and I. It's called Wild One. The intro lick is really cool. It's a cool dirty thing. It was actually an AC30 with a rat pedal in front of it, but I think this tone kind of makes me think of it, so I'm gonna play that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There it is. I mean, just cool. Ah. Yeah. I mean, that's inspiring to me. That's, again, I'm more of a rhythm guitar player. I don't play a whole lot of single notey stuff, but, you know, I secretly wish I could, so. Something more I would be playing is more something, you know, like.
Something to mention, just, you know, you playing rhythm and strumming the chords out.
Right.
Like in the very beginning, you know, you strummed it out and it was just sustaining forever.
There you have it, folks. The Mvee Ebb Joe Costa signature model. But you can have your own signature model. Look, here's the deal. My buddy Mikey V in California, he builds these from scratch. You could call him up or send him an email or send him a message on Facebook, whatever, and talk about the specs that you really want to see in a guitar. And the dude can do it. He's a great guy. I believe in his product. I believe in his guitars. I'm proud to be the first endorser of Mvee Guitars. And y'all, I'm telling you, if you're in the mood, if you're in the market for a custom guitar, check out the back of this thing too, by the way. It's got the cool, like, you know, you don't see this in tellies. Usually it's just flat. And God, it just makes it so comfortable. When you get one of his guitars, it feels like it's been, you know, it just feels good. So, check them out, Mvee Guitars. Guys, I'm Joe Costa. Behind the camera is Darren Cotta.
Hey.
Thank you for hanging out with me today. We'll see you out on the road.